Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. So I was setting up the camera and candlelight is just not enough light. So I turned on the light and it's flashing. The bulb is flashing. I think it will stop. I think it's one of those light bulbs that you can change the colour, and I think so. I think it should have stopped by now. Okay. Anyway, good evening. Is it evening? It is. What time is it? Approaching 8 o'clock. I'm really not sure why it's not stopping the flashing. Just listening to the sounds and what's going on. I mean, is that like an emergency call? My flame is quite erratic. Okay, steady yourself. So what's interesting is there's a YouTube advert, and I'm not even sure what the advert is asking for, but it says, please, we need help. Things have got worse. Any kind of assistance, any kind of relief will be appreciated. And whenever I hear this advert, I have that prompt to come on and do a reading. And I heard the advert as I was gardening. So I'll tell you just what I've been doing. But I didn't come in immediately. It was around about 7 o'clock. The temperature was 22 degrees, quite warm. And I felt the urge to come in from the garden. But I've been planting some bulbs. And I know how many bulbs I've planted. Well, I planted 55 bulbs. I wonder how many times that light bulb flashed. I planted 55 bulbs, like little bulbs. I've just remembered that I've planted 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 63. 63 bulbs. We had 64 come out the other day. I remember because I said 64 Zoo Lane. 63 bulbs I've planted. So I even came inside because my fingernails were a bit mucky. It's like, well, I best like use a nail brush and get the soil out. But then I went back out into the garden and I found myself working on another bit of the garden where I've got about 16 bulbs, I can think, to plant, but we shall see whether or not I get that done tonight. Anyway, the light bulb stopped flashing. I got some gifts for my birthday. Very interesting. I feel like the top part of the screen, what I'm taken to is whether or not you have like a longer torso or longer legs. I have the longer legs, I would say, than a long torso. Why am I saying that? I don't know. Anyway, so I received some gifts that I want to show you for my birthday. Have a look at this. So it has all the zodiac signs on it, and Emily got me this, and I'm going, oh, this is nice. And I'm thinking about what I could use it for, because I want to get some charms. I felt like dropping the charms on the star signs. And she said to me, Mum, have a look at the other present I got you, which was this. It says Guardian Angel. Okay, Guardian Angel. And she said it's for you to pop your incense stick in. So what we noticed, that she noticed, was that the ash, she noticed where it was falling. So I've burnt 2 in here. And interesting, one was scattered around a bit, and the second one was all on Libra. Then my other daughter, she gifted me these. I feel drawn to use these. The Law of Attraction. Where's my glasses? The Law of Attraction, manifesting your best life. Manifestation incense. I read some more on here. On the back. You are great at applying the law of attraction. Use this incense to communicate your needs into the universe. Write your intentions and attract everything you want. Our hand roll incense is made of the highest quality ingredients. They are cruelty-free, I like that, and eco-friendly. We take great care in making our products to help you on your spiritual journey, and we hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Right then, so let me get one of these burning. It's extremely warm this evening. Oh, that was nice and easy. I just slide out like that. And they smell really nice. Oh, it's a smell I recognise, like from the 90s. Okay, so we will get this burning. Law of Attraction. That looks like a bookmark. I manifest for a bookmark. A mark in your book. Okay. So let me pop this just over here. And we will have a look a bit later on. I'm a bit shaky. I do need to eat. I will eat soon. I thought I'd do this reading. We'll pop that in there, just like that. We shall see what happens now. Keeping with the colour, this I found really interesting. This gift from Megan. She said to me, you're never going to guess what it is, which was interesting. I actually thought she was buying me charms, because I've been asking for charms for quite a while now, a few years, but they just don't seem to get me the charms. So I shall get them for myself. Well, if I feel drawn to, but anyway. So I'm shaking like the package. I said it's an egg. And it's the colour of the egg, which is exactly the same colour as the egg that, if you guys were following me, then it was my dragon egg. So what do you think is in here? Sophia. Look at that. Can you see her? Sophia, my dragon. What I was taken to, like, just before I've come into the office to do this reading, is it felt like the dove returning with, like, the olive branch. Like my dragon's returned home, because my dragon has her masculine dragon that she resides with, and a family. They have a family. And so I feel it's like, it's a sign. A good sign. All is well. That's what she brings, the message. All is well. So, over the moon. I've got the Moonology cards here. I've got one more thing to show you. Sophia wants to be present. That's a sign about the Divine Masculine's energy being very present, being there for the Divine Feminine, supporting her. That's a message that came through earlier. Okay. So let's put Sophia down. And then we have... Well, let's get a Moonology card first. Spot on. The colour is spot on. So now I'm drawn to the Fairy Tarot. Okay. You ain't seen nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Moonology card. So Megan got me this deck of cards as well. Emily got me this beautiful bracelet. It's not a bracelet, it's a necklace that goes with my bracelet. We have two cards. I would like some coffee, please. I manifest for coffee. I manifest for love. Who do you manifest for? Do you manifest for divine love, or do you manifest for the fear and hatred of this earth? Choice is yours. Come on down. Come on down. The price is right. If the price is right, it's a time for healing. The balsamic moon. A time for healing. Oh, it's all coming in with these colours beautifully. A time for healing. Let's read this message. Communication is key. I need to find out whereabouts this card is. Oh, the lens has fallen out. We'll just pop it back in. And if it was bound to happen, then it's not much of a surprise. Okay. Page number 38. This is nice because I felt like Sophia was like the dove bringing back the olive branch. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attune to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. Additional meanings: it's time to let go of the past. You are about to turn the corner. I was going to say you're about to turn a corner, but you are about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. Think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. The teaching. Patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It is a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. It was just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. Confidence is your key to success. The new moon in Leo. Confidence. When I hear that word confidence, the song that comes through is the song called Compliments. Compliments, girl, on your kiss. I always sing like, confidence, girl, on your kiss. You're number one girl on my list. Let's find out where the new moon in Leo is. Page number 50. I've been taken to remember about the flashing light bulb. The flashing light bulb moment. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. I bring good news. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, but I got that message before. It was like before I came on. I have good news. Attune to the moon. Make time to have fun. And the additional meanings for this card, it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. And you've turned someone's head. The teaching. Leo is a sign of the big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship, and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card, whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself. I feel like I'm dribbling at the lips. Dribbling. The ash hasn't fallen yet. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable in my seat. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Okay. Right then. So, waiting to see where the chips fall. Oh, let me show you my last gift. Well, to show you anyway. This isn't the gift, but this is, Jamie got me this. He had this. Because, like, I said I need something to light up this. And he says, I have this, which is actually a display case. This is the God's honest truth. A display case for a glass dildo. Where Jamie used to work, they dealt with the distribution of such products. So he nabbed a display case. I'm not sure about the glass dildo, but my daughter did buy me this. 666. Now I have that tattooed on my back, but it's in a circle. And she said to me it would look better if you could get like a light case. Is that what they're called? Should we have a look? Should we do a countdown? 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. Oh. Oh no, what happened? False start. Okay, we're a few minutes late, but that's okay. Lucy, just turn it on. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I just need to polish. I imagine that the dildo looks spectacular on its display case, but let's have a look and see what 666. What does 666 represent for you? Love? Love, love, love. Or the devil? Brings me back to what I was saying. Love. Love, 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 love. Love it. Are you ready? Oh, I need to turn it around the other way. Every time I touch it, I get fingerprints on it. And my hands feel a bit clammy. It's warm. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Right. I think it's one of those things that you just got to leave it be. It will look good when I do the readings when you're looking at the table and not me. Oh my goodness, you're going to like that. Okay. The ash hasn't dropped yet. I'm not going to touch it. I daren't pick it up. We're watching to see where the ash falls. Okay, fairies. It smells lovely. Three of Winter. So I was looking at the time for healing. Reach out to others for comfort and love. My heart's beating really fast. You will grow stronger from the situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Let's read this message of the Three of Swords. The Three of Winter. I feel like you've been deep. It's been a dark winter. In the deep midwinter, long ago. One day, you'll be able to tell people about that deep, deep winter that you went through and be able to help them. Be able to give them comfort and love as they go through their own dark night. The new moon energy here, dark night. It's invisible, the new moon. It's dark. Three of Winter. That ash really doesn't want to fall. It takes great courage to face your past disappointments and allow healing to take place. Reach out to others for comfort and love. Ask God, the angels, and the fairies for clarity of understanding around all issues pertaining to this situation. Be open to the warm embrace of compassion and forgiveness, and to the wisdom of others who may have experienced what you're going through. Don't close your heart off to helpful people. By working through your sadness now, you set the stage for healing in the near term, rather than having to revisit unhappy emotions over and over. Our fairy friends are standing with the holy hawthorn tree behind them. Legend says that the tree appeared when Joseph of Arimathea, a disciple of Jesus, who helped him off the cross, placed Jesus' walking staff into the soil on a hill in Glastonbury. The staff become the holy hawthorn tree, which blossoms only on Christmas Day and Easter Day. We just had Easter Day. I paid attention to like my nails scratching against the table. It's like I didn't like that. First of all, it took me to a blackboard, a chalkboard, and that. It's like I didn't like that. And I'm looking at the lion here, but I could really feel, you know, like a wounded lion. So he's feeling very weak and like there's just no strength behind the struggle. It's like healing. Okay. Anyway, confidence is the key to success. And we have the Ten of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honouring family traditions. Good news. That's a turnaround. The Ten of Autumn, your legacy, everyone's taken care of. The Ten of Pentacles. Family connections are extremely important. Honour your heritage and be proud of who you are. Okay. Well, we heard that message. Confidence is your key to success. To what? Success. Confidence is the key to your success. Honour your heritage and be proud of who you are. Share your history with your children or other family members. Embrace the positive and release any negative past events. Begin investing in your future. Make plans that include caring for your family financially in terms of future education, healthcare, or retirement. Prepare now so that you can be free of financial worry later in life. Even if you're young and can spare only a little sum each month, it will really add up over the years. A happy family spends time together underneath a harvest of golden pears. The pears are a symbol of prosperity that will provide for their needs for years to come. Additional meanings of this card: family trees, honouring family traditions, financial security, and inheritance, major business investments. So let's find out more. That Ash is standing so Pete Tong. Okay. What other cards shall we use? I wasn't really prepared. Okay. I was just more focused on showing you my gifts. Not my spiritual gifts. They just come out. But my presence, that as well. That just seems to come out. Yeah. Let's just carry on. Let's carry on, Lucy. Let's have a look and see where we are on the enchanted map. We'll carry on regardless. And we'll go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay. Has everybody calmed down now? The candle's calm. Okay. The ash has fallen. And it's fallen on one star sign. And that star sign is, it's fallen a bit on the table as well. But that's okay. It's fallen on the sign of the Lovers, Gemini. Next to Taurus and Cancer, you have it there on Gemini. Strong. The love is strong. Defeats that devil energy. Okay. The enchanted map. The Oracle of Shadows and Light and the Divine Feminine Oracle. Let's see what energy the Divine Feminine is sitting in. We have Heal the Ouch. It's in reverse. Card number 38. So with that lion, like I feel struggling to heal from such mistreatment, needing comfort and love. What's coming through is the Strength card, feminine compassion. The energy of the divine feminine being the only person, the only one that can heal this energy. It's not a divine energy. As I was going to say, to heal like the divine masculine, but the healing will elevate him into the divineness. She's the only one that can soothe the pain and guide him through the healing. As she heals herself, she heals the masculine. She can hold compassion. So it's a sign that the feminine's coming out of her healing process, healing chamber, so that she can then give the masculine the focus to help and assist him through his discomfort out of the dark night into divine light. So, heal the ouch. The masculine has to ask for resistance. He's got to want it. Does he want to be healed? Does he really want to feel better? Forgiveness is the healer of the soul. Reversed, this card is a message urging you to make amends for any harm you've done to another. Appraise yourself honestly. How have you been selfish, greedy, or inconsiderate of others? Have you harboured resentment towards those who have harmed you in the past? Practice deep and radical forgiveness. In order to be free, to know healing, you must surrender your old hurts and begin anew. Forgiving yourself and loving yourself is important too. Be humble and willing to admit to your weaknesses. Know the imperfections of the human personality. Walk tall as you take the path of the shaman, the wise elder who is willing to go into the shadows to bring healing light to old wounds. Walk tall as you take the path of the shaman, the wise elder who is willing to go into the shadows to bring healing light to old wounds. And that's like that's the cue for the divine feminine to enter her energy. She'll bring healing light to old hurts. Soothing. So with the Gemini energy and feeling as if it's only your divine love, your divine counterpart, that can really bring solace is coming through to your soul. The soul song is coming through. Fatima, the mother of Imans. Is that how I pronounce that? Iman. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Oh, I love it. Well, it's not the zodiac signs, but her dish bowl behind her, similar. I like it. Okay, Fatima. I'm taken to like Fatima Whitbread, who was stocky, a stocky woman, strong, javelin, I believe. Well, I imagine more things, but I think I remember having the javelin. We were talking about like body shapes. So I picked up, do you have long legs or a longer torso? Picked up the pear tree, so the shape of the pear. And then we had stand tall, walk like a shaman, walk like an Egyptian. I double dare you. Will the hourglass come out? Let's have a look at this message from Fatima. Oh, Fatima, okay. I have so many people that will comment on their size in a negative way. They always use that word, fat. I say cuddly. Some of us like the cuddly ones. Don't look at them as fat. Cuddly. Okay. So, self-preservation. Be proud of who you are. Created by the divine. Everything should suit you. Fatima, whereabouts are you? I'm singing the song in my mind. Page number 60 is It's my party and I cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. You would cry too if it happened to you. Do 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 do. Is someone having their own little pity party? That's okay. You're entitled to have your own little pity party. If it gets it out of your system, but have that with yourself rather than roping others into it. So when your soul selects her card, we can get caught up in the ego's idea of who we need to become or of what we need to achieve. Fatima is the grace that sweeps through our seemingly complex lives and reminds us of what's core, what's solid earth to the soul. Family. Even if family means a few beloved friends. What matters most is the love and gratitude we bring to those who are there for us, and the love and gratitude we feel when they show up for us. Nurturing, protecting, and taking care of the ones we love is a sacred occupation. My great-grandmother, Big Margie, advised me that if I ever had children, I needed to make sure I got paid for it. I had no clue what she was talking about. The idea was so foreign. Big Margie believed that women should have a wage for the time they spent raising children so that their work would at last be valued. The role of housewife or of stay-at-home mum is sacred if it's consciously chosen. It is a profound contribution to raise and reconstitute the world. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. There's energy here. It's a legacy of love. I'm just like, it's the most richest, abundant, wisest legacy to leave. There is a legacy of love that can be inherited excuse me, by the whole family from such undivided attention and presence. Fatima restores the significance and importance to the spiritual path of motherhood. Fatima is also a call to step back. Okay, I've got to stop and tell you what my own legacy prediction was. I was taken back to the 90s. Well, I was in school in the early 90s, and I was asked in an English literature, like an English literature, English oral exam. And in front of the class, you had to sit on the stool, and the teacher would ask you what your vision for yourself was when you left school. And so I sat on the stool, and she was like, Lucy, what do you want to do when you leave school? I was like, oh, I don't want to do anything apart from be a good mum and a good wife. And everyone giggled. I was known as a rebel. Surprising that I was in that class that day, because I rarely went to school. Secondary school, I rarely went. And she looked at me and she said to me, no matter what you do, she said, you're going to be a success just with your personality. And you remember, don't you, things like this that were said. I also remember them all predicting me ungraded. And when I come out with good results, there was that little grin on my face. That, yeah. Well, it was all based on coursework. But, I'm quite good at exams and just knowing the answer. I passed on. I didn't know what I was doing then, but I was just confident that I would know the answer. I just wrote down what I thought were silly responses, but apparently not. So when my children went through their end of school days exams, I said to them, call in the person who's topping that department, whether they're dead or alive. Call upon them. So who's the best in that field? Who would know the answer? Then ask them to come through you. And they thoroughly enjoyed their exams. They were not nervous. The coursework, the studying, the coursework, I don't know what they've done about the coursework. But I do know that the same happened when I went to a parents' evening and my daughter was predicted that she would get a low grade. And I said to them, when is the exam? They said, in 1.5 years' time. I was like, oh my. I said, are you really seriously telling me that if my daughter decided to, exert herself and put in some effort, that she can't achieve an A grade? And they basically said to me, yes, that's what they're saying. She come out of an A+. Silly billies. Sometimes the worst thing to do, isn't it, is to doubt someone and let them know that you doubt them. It's like rocket fuel up my arse, it is anyway. Prove them wrong. It's not to prove them wrong, it's just to... You have more faith in yourself than what obviously those others did. So Fatima is also a call to step back, take a deep breath, and take inventory of how much you can be grateful for right now in this moment. She releases you from unreal expectations of yourself. Whether you have mothered a child, a friend, or yourself, Fatima helps you see again the vital role the nurturer provides. She offers the perspective that says love is the family we all belong to, and gratitude It's a state of wealth we get to live in. Soul voice meditation. What am I most grateful for in this moment? And the intention, love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Made with love. What's the intention behind what your life is made of? Love or fear? Love. I knew it. I knew you would choose love. You'll be a fool not to. So let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light, and then Rumi. Rumi's been screaming out for a message. 3 cards back now. Before I done the enchanted map. Lady with a Bosch egg. Look, Sophia. Lady with a dragon egg. What's coming through is, because I was asking, how are you getting on with like handling the truth bombs? It's part of the awakening process. A shock to the system, especially if you're going through an accelerated awakening. I myself have been awakening since, well, I remember when I got into personal development. That was the beginning of it. Started to question things. And that was the beginning of 2011. So it's quite a I don't want to call it a long-winded process, but it's been a gradual awakening. So, but I feel like you're handling the truth like a lot more easier. So it's making more sense, and as it makes more sense to you and you feel open, this is about being open to receive the truth and wanting to know the truth. Especially as our world is awakening. No one really wants to be left behind on such a spectacular awakening journey, or you want to be on the right side. The more you can comprehend and understand, the more you'll be given. So, card number 31. It's like the more evidence you'll be given to raise your belief. So it's going to be coming in fast. 31. About the lady. The lady with the Bosch egg is the one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes keep secret, deep, esoteric knowledge. Throughout history's most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive. Even though the world may burn and disasters befall humanity and wars take down cities, there will always be those brave souls who will take the knowledge presented by the Bosch egg, camouflage it and keep it safe, so that at a later time, when the world is finally ready, we can all learn. I say that Sophia's appearance is, the world is ready. Now we can all learn. Okay. The lady speaks. My town is on fire. The night sky is full of screams and smoke. And I have done what I can to safeguard this treasure from the sacred library. I will keep it safe, record its wisdom, and ensure that these truths stay alive for a future time. I hope that you understand the history of the knowledge you crave and respect and acknowledge the freedom of the times you now live in, and do the work yourself. It may be that at some point you too will find my egg, and that you are the person chosen to speak of the knowledge others thought was lost. Or it may be that you are too a guardian of wisdom. If you are, know when to keep silent, know what to keep to yourself, and know that some secrets come to light at the right time. I bring you now the symbols of the alchemists, the secrets of the Gnostics, and the wisdom of the magicians, and the witches, and the herbalists, all saved for this time in this strange form of the egg. Sophia, come out, darling. Come out, wherever you are. It's calling all the munchkins out. No need to be afraid anymore. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Clap your hands. Get out of bed. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Beautiful. Divination message. It may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources, and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times, and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you, a very fortunate being, living in very fortunate times. Keep it safe. Learn all that you can. Explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic, and spirituality. Know now that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. Okay. Rumi, let's finish off this magical message. Sophia, I just think she's stunning. I mean, I'd easily just have her over my shoulder like this. Are you okay up there, girl? Don't fall down. Oh, we have, interesting, we've got Gemini, and then the ash has fallen on Sagittarius. So, opposite you in the charts, they say is your ideal partnership. And Gemini and Sagittarius. And Capricorn, which is that devil energy. It's got two little segments, it like rolled into Capricorn, rolled into fear. When love rolls into fear, or what happens when love meets fear? There's a collision. Who will win? We know the answer to that one. So, Rumi, Sophia. Love's got me looking so crazy right now, and love. Oh well. I'd rather be crazy in love than crazy in worry. I'm going to stick to the love. Undiluted love. That card down. The courage of your love. Sophia, do you want to come down? Oh, she's okay there. The courage of your love. Now I'm taken to the couple that are standing here, and that reflection into the full moon. So we've just had the new moon in Taurus, and we'll be having the full moon in the opposite sign to Taurus, which is full moon in Scorpio. I believe it's the 12th of May. So the full moon is on the 12th of May, the full moon in Scorpio. The new moon was on the 27th of April, my birthday. Okay, so takes me to like Care Bears. What's your superpower? Comes out of your chest. Are you a Care Bear? Number 38. Have we had that number already? It's just sounding. I caught you. Okay. She's looking at the legacy. Her head dangling over the box, looking at the legacy. $38. It was the Heal the Ouch card. Divine Mother manifests. Okay. True love, oh baby. True love, it's true. The courage of your love. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is a sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. We saw that at the beginning, that flashing light. Rumi. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need to roar like a lion. You must awake, my beloved. There is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, soon enough you will see the wolves. You become aware and grateful to have been thus awoken. Ah yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. You fear me no more. You thank me. You jump on my back as if you were a warrior astride a wild mount. You roar then, along with me, awakening the others as we cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even in their deepest slumber. You, like me, are a fierce lion, not a lamb to be led to so many slaughters, the variety and opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. There is a Sufi story about a mother with her breast leaking milk. She loses her child, and once she finds him again, instantly lets him suckle for as long as he needs. A Sufi master nearby says to his students, do you think she would throw her baby into the fire? And the students all say, no, of course not. And the master replies, Allah loves his children more than she, with enough tenderness to throw them into the fire. And so it is with love. At first, as a young heart, you want only comfort for your beloved. You cannot bear the thought of pain within them, even for a moment. Your own suffering is easier than bearing the suffering of your beloved. That young heart grows wise through experience. It becomes an elder, an ancient heart tempered by grace and rendered strong with compassion. This is the great heart that can hold the suffering of the world within it, and yet still find space for peace, for sweetness, for tenderness, and for rapture. This is the heart that shines with courageous love. It is willing to feel and bear all suffering without judgment, whilst gently holding it in the truth of what that suffering really is. The drying out of the mind addicted to suffering. This drying out is necessary so that love can ignite itself and transform dead wood into living fire. The drying out is a challenging and enduring process. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. So many lapses will happen before the heart grows strong enough to overpower old patterns and surrender without condition or equivocation. When it is ready to surrender in such a way, the heart is free and allowed to simply be. Even the mind then, finally freed from shackles and joyfully submitting to love, declares, "Let love be in whatever way it shall be. I shall take refuge in it. I shall not turn away from it. I am that love." You are an ancient one with a heart older than the mountains. You are being asked to free yourself from the too small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachment, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. Your ancient heart loves the soul and will roar like the lion of love at the wolves that will casually devour it. So trust in the courage of your heart. You are not cruel, you are not hard, you are not careless, you are passion personified. Beep, beep. You are the lion of love. Cause trouble, make noise, be proud and be mighty, and then rest. After all that savage divinity, rest and restore, for day after day you shall claim your holy lands and refuse to give them up to less noble creatures. Though you survey their manipulations and attempts to claim power with compassion, you do not underestimate them or relax your vigilance. You shall not allow for even a moment that falsehood be accepted as truth in your heart. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you. You are not to give in to less than you are worth, or to the shaming stories of others, of our culture, that will cast your regal lion nature into the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power. You are not to give in to the idea that you are a victim and cannot free yourself from your suffering, or that you are less than any other. These are lies. These are petty deceptions so unworthy of you. Do not believe them. Roar at them until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath, and they lie dismembered and powerless at your feet. Then intend that those bits and pieces in decay are lovingly returned to the Earth Mother, through whom they can be used to fertilise new life. This oracle comes with another message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it. No matter how long it has endured, or how big you have built that challenge up to be in your mind, no matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be a victory beyond it, and it is imminent. This oracle has come to you. Relax. Breathe. This oracle has come to you to let you know you are empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and that the time for your victory is drawing near. So, do not give up. Instead, do the sacred honouring ritual as needed, and when you feel so inclined, open your mouth and roar love from the very depths of your being. Create a sound of truth for yourself. In that sound, you will hear the mightiest one of all, roaring along with you, saying, "Yes, love, I am with you, and together we claim divine victory." So we roar. How we roar. We'll do the sacred honouring ritual, but that just really confirms that energy of the divine masculine is supporting you, divine feminine. Say aloud, as I call on Rumi, Lion of Love, and my own wise higher self, I now choose to assert the dignity of my soul and the power of my heart. I release all lesser bonds based in fear and deception. I no longer need to hold on to these. I am ready for truth, and with unconditional love, I am supported. I kind of want to go, I am supported, protected, and guided on my path to victory, held, I can't seem to hold my little finger down, held in guardianship by the unending power of love. So be it. If you feel the need to get down on all fours and roar a bit, do it with relish. Then you have finished your honouring ritual. I shall walk like the Egyptian, because that's the urge I get. You can get down on all fours and roar a bit. Why not? Why not? Okay. Cheers to love then. Cheers to love. Cheers to making it happen. Cheers to making it happen. I will talk to you guys soon. Until then, You know the deal. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.